Welcome to the Epicenter. This is Frank.
This is Banhammer.
Awful.
And I'm Scattershot.
Okay, we are beginning with the anime news, and I'm excited that Hellsing Ultimate's finally, the rest of it's finally coming to the US.
Yeah, that's always good. I was waiting for them to announce that.
Is this Funimation?
Yeah, it's Funimation. It's the same dub.
How much they charging for it?
I have no idea.
Probably a good price.
It's probably what they charge. What did they? I don't remember what they charged for the what was it, 8 or 7, 8, 9?
5, 8.
I forgot.
Yeah, I
but
forgot
have it,
too.
and it's
Okay.
awesome.
No, I'm gonna have to probably buy the first 4 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like Sentai Filmworks got KO in season 1.
Oh boy.
We're getting KO. Oh.
Well, they bought it off of Bandai probably. Bandai probably sank the last of their money into that, and it didn't pay off for them.
They thought it would. They wanted it to.
I hated K-On! So much that I watched 2 seasons in the movie to remind me why I hate it.
Look at that. How can they play instruments with their tiny hands?
I don't know. I don't. KyoAni
And I love it.
needs to take all of the money they fucking made from their shit-tastic Moe shows and fucking make Full Metal Panic the final raid. It's finished. All they have to do is animate it. It's all I ask for is to finish it.
It will never happen.
I know it'll never happen because they keep making shitty Moe shows. But on a good note, Viz struck a major deal. Actually, starting yesterday, they are streaming Blu-ray episodes of the original Sailor Moon series, and a
Oh.
dub and Blu-ray release is coming in the fall.
Nice.
And I'm surprised that they got that instead of Funimation, because Funimation's been pursuing that the Toei license forever, and Toei, for some reason, never wanted to, up until now, release it again here, and it's getting an all-new dub.
Wow.
So if you're a Sailor Moon fan, there's a lot to be excited for, because the summer starts the 20th anniversary reboot. I'll probably only buy the season that has the Heart Snatchers in there, because it has my favorite hammy villain of all time, Dr. Tomo.
I don't remember much of Sailor Moon.
If you saw it on Toonami, there's a 90% chance you saw the Heart Snatcher arc, because the guy makes fucking monsters and test tubes, and he uses his graduate assistants to be villains of the week.
Oh, it's like me.
Yeah, so he was the most ham-tastic villain, and I'm like, that's why I loved that arc. He made that arc for me.
Yeah, back when I had graduate assistants, that was fun. that attests to the wisdom of my alma mater to give me graduate assistants.
Yep.
I also have some other good news. Netflix has the dub of Fate Zero up.
Oh, so I don't have to give...
Yeah, you don't have to give Aniplex any money. And if you haven't seen that, I highly, highly, highly recommend Fate Zero. It is an excellent show. It's all 26 episodes, and you can watch that because that's the prequel to Fate Stay Night, which they're rebooting and making the true ending for this fall.
Excellent.
So if you want to get on the bandwagon, watch that, and then you watch this fall because the Fate books had all the different path endings where they're going to do the Heaven's Feel ending for that. And the dub's not that bad for Fate Zero.
I suppose we can also talk about Godzilla here.
Yes, because I
That's
saw that, and it
I
was
saw that too. Oh my god.
it was pretty fucking good. Let me tell you what.
My one complaint.
Mm-hmm.
One complaint about the movie. The rest was awesome. A severe lack of Bryan Cranston.
I agree.
Oh my god, he had such a fucking bit role in there, but for like the half hour he was on there, he goddamn owned that. He just he brought his freaking A game to it.
Mhm.
And as much as I liked that movie, that main character they had for it was so bland and boring.
Yeah.
I know he was. I don't even remember his name, but he was American hero.
And I understand why he was there, and I can understand that he was justified in being there because he actually served a purpose as to why he would go from set piece to set piece. But he just had no personality, and I could care less about his family.
Now,
Yeah, it
to
was
be
like-
fair, to be completely fair, even the best Godzilla movies were not known for their human plots.
I know, but it had
Yeah, but
Bryan Cranston, and then they had Ken Watanabe, whose entire job was to be disapproving Japanese man, and then just wanting them to fight.
He did a very good job of it.
He
I
was
know.
displeased.
I know, he was very
flat out of
displeased.
watch.
I wish he did more, though. There could have been something else he could have done, because all he did was scowl the entire movie, which he
Yeah.
did an excellent job of.
The one major complaint I have about the movie, and I'm actually of two minds about this complaint, because I know the reason I have it is because giant monsters, but in like straight overall quality of the movie, I know why they did it. The number of times they just teased, and here's the kaiju fight, once we cut away to another scene.
Oh, it was such a tease. That movie was a.
oh yeah,
Oh god, the scene, that moment in Honolulu, right where that little arc ended, that was such a fucking tease. Oh my god.
Hey, you get to watch the kid watch it on CNN.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we did when we
Yeah.
watched Godzilla.
I like the little touches, like the mother being completely confused whether or not it was a movie that they were watching, which is actually a very human reaction, because you sit there and you look at it and you're wondering if this shit is for real, and then you find out it's very real.
And then it's like, okay. That.
But it did have a lot of the CG in it was really good, and a couple of the scenes were just freaking beautiful. Like when they did the Halo jump, the imagery they used in that was fantastic.
And when
And then they had even when they had the chaplain read like the soldier prayer before they do the missions, everything in that was just incredibly well executed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it goes to their point of view and you watch them like jump down through the clouds, and then they release like the flare gas, and you see the glimpse of like the fucking monsters in a post-nuclear city where you just catch the glimpses. It was just like the little touches made that like really awesome.
It did. It really did.
you
And,
know, I kind of think the reason Bryan Cranston wasn't there towards the end of the movie is he would have probably killed the monsters himself. I mean, it's Bryan Cranston.
He was really pissed. It was like he brought his.
Oh,
we got a question from he doesn't even have a Forba. How did the bridge stay up?
What, the golden oh, the bridge?
Yes.
That is a good question. It knocked down a part of it.
Black bus driver. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
He made.
His heroism
Knocked
alone.
down the Golden Gate Bridge because Call of Duty needs to destroy it in the next game.
Black bus driver's heroism alone kept that bridge suspended.
Yep, that's your answer.
between Cranston, that movie was made.
What else? Oh, yeah, Tony Mike said that Godzilla saved more people than Superman did. Which, if you've
Probably
seen,
right.
Frank, I don't know if you saw Man of Steel, but if
I
you
need to
watch
see
it, it's true. Fucking Godzilla saved more people than Superman. Fucking the city was still goddamn standing, and nothing of Metropolis was goddamn left after the end of Superman. I mean, when it gets to the point in Superman where he fucking throws General Zod into an active gas station and explodes. And I was watching it with Tim, and Tim's like, isn't Superman supposed to save Metropolis? And it just sits there, and I know kind of why Batman wants to fight Superman, because he fucking wrecked a Wayne Corp building, and then he fucking blew up a LexCorp truck. And I'm like, and Godzilla, in comparison, the city's still standing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He even got news coverage. King of the monsters, savior of our city.
Already got a greenlit for a sequel.
No.
Maybe we'll
Great.
fight Mechagodzilla.
That would be fucking sick.
But yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me excited because this is just like a summer of movies that I actually have to see. There's like a couple. I might be ending up going like every week. I know next week is X-Men.
Oh, I definitely want to see X-Men.
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know how my wallet would stand up to it.
I need to find a cheap movie theater like I did. $7. Kind of reminds me back in the old days when I was young, where they used to have the dollar movie theater, where they, if you wait a couple weeks, they'd have all of the big hits come. You pay $1 for it. You buy like $5 popcorn.
There needs to be like a budget movie option.
That place got knocked down when I was 5. I wonder why.
Aw.
It makes me sad.
What annoys me is that the ticket's like $10 and they want like $7 for popcorn.
Well, that's because you don't buy the popcorn. You need to do what the people behind me did and smuggle all of your food in. And/or alcoholic beverages.
Wish I'd done that.
But other than that, it was a good movie.
Okay, I guess we could move on to... No, but that is how suspension bridges work. The amount of heroism on the bridge raises the...
It's directly correlative to how up it stays.
How up it stays. That is how suspension bridges work.
Seriously, I honestly thought the kids were doomed at that point. I'm just like, you know what? They've avoided on screen just like killing the kids this whole time. I think this is it. Nope, Black Bus Driver ain't having none of that shit. You gonna save them kids, son?
No, I was watching Cinema Snob, and he says there's a rule in disaster movies: as long as you're with children, you're gonna live. Just like that stupid little girl and her father. He ran into a fucking Starbucks and they lived. Everybody else got swept away in a tsunami.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, there's no fucking way that's holding. And then it held. I'm like, oh, okay. I went to see it with my parents for their anniversary, and they were freaking out at the dog that was running away from the tsunami. Like, no, not the dog! Meanwhile, all those people is getting crushed.
Okay, I guess we can move on to the next section.
The next section?
The next section is tabletop and comics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so any comic news? I didn't get a chance to go pick up all the stuffs.
Yeah. Done there.
Well, the D&D game is progressing. I already have some plans.
Cool.
And right now we have 7 people.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Potentially.
Oh, okay. We don't have we have people who are kind of maybe. Yeah, we do. I remember that.
No,
we have.
I'm ready to go.
What?
I'm ready to go.
Well, I'm not ready to go yet because I need Roll20 to add character sheets, which they will be doing this month, and we have 10 days left. 11.
All right.
But we have a tiefling bard, a human warlord, dwarven paladin,
Oh.
an Eladrin invoker, a human warlock, an avenger who may be human.
May or may not, or kind of.
There's a 7th one. And a shifter rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good party. Watch out! I'm gonna say watch. And there's 2 characters who I know will be lawful good, so they're just gonna have to put their hands over their ears and just go la 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 la.
Yes.
Because this team, I'll tell you what.
Red and I were talking about that. We're just like, we are so doomed.
It kind of reminds me of the fucking line. We should all be arrested for the first thing and have a lineup just like Guardians of the Galaxy.
You are the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Just like, your theme song's Ooga Chaka, and then we could. It could be called the Guardians of Daggerfeld or some shit.
First of all, you call yourself Azar the Astromancer.
Isar the Astromancer.
Astromancy is not a kind of magic in D&D, so nobody's gonna know what you're talking about.
I know. That's the fucking point. I looked for a thesaurus. I looked at thesaurus for a synonym for astrology, and I got astromancy, and I'm like, oh, how can I not use that?
Who calls him that? himself.
That's right, I'm the Astromancer.
Fuck is an astromancer?
I'm also a purveyor of precious objects of rare quality, which
Oh,
may or may not be lethal. I let my customers decide.
I'm just standing there, fingers and ears, like.
Don't ask me how I'm here. Morodin, I'm sorry.
Hey, I make them sign a waiver. I told them I'm not responsible for loss of life, limb, or being blown into a parallel universe.
I don't think Morodin would mind that. He did sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, that's what I said. They fully know that what I sell is dangerous.
Mod-
He lets.
Moda did me dogged.
Meet adversity, loyalty to your friends, strive to make a mark on the world, a lasting legacy. I don't see
Yeah.
anything that
That would offend
says-
him in that.
Lasting legacy might have been the guy who turned into a crater on the side. For my last.
But the other lawful good character follows Bahamut. Uphold the highest ideals of honor and justice. Be constantly vigilant against evil and oppose it on all fronts. Protect the weak, liberate the oppressed, and defend just order. There is nothing about
Being a scammer.
selling something that they signed a waiver for, and you let them know it might be dangerous.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said, but apparently the constabulary doesn't agree with me.
I was planning on making you guys meet in a pub, but now I'm gonna have to make you guys meet in a cell.
That's a lineup.
I don't think they have lineups in D&D. You know what? I'm gonna make it up. The Picto Box or something.
They'll use like fucking scry magic or some shit for a magical photograph.
There you go.
Or you pose for a lineup portrait.
I want someone to draw that. We have people who can draw on our team. Draw a lineup portrait of all of you.
Make sure I give them the finger.
Why would I be arrested though? I'm a paladin. I'm a good guy.
You were there.
Yeah, that's right. You're an accessory.
Our astromancer friend was running. He told you to hold something and quick ran away.
Yes,
Then
I
you were
quickly
caught by
ran
the
away.
constabulary.
I'm just standing there holding the thing like, what in the hell? I'm gonna need to work on my Scottish accent. This will be fun.
Anything else?
It's not necessarily
sure.
comics, but I saw the J.J. Abrams new Star Trek movie.
How'd you like it?
I actually, as I am not a Star Trek fan in the least bit, but I really enjoyed this. It was very good. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
I wanted to see it.
It has one of my all-time favorite British actors in there, Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever, and he plays a fucking awesome character.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
I don't know what it is.
It's Cumberbatch. I think it's Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Benedict Tumbler Sweat.
Yeah. He plays, anytime he's in something, he's fucking awesome. If you guys haven't seen Sherlock, I highly recommend it. It is so
Sherlock's
good.
Awesome.
I saw Sherlock. I watched it with you, actually.
Yeah, the one that had Martin Freeman in it, right? No, that was the one. The one I showed you was Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Oh.
This is on Netflix. It's a British TV show.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the guy who writes Doctor Who. It's a 2 seasons out that they have on Netflix now. It's like 6 episodes, but they're 2-hour movies, and it is of the highest quality writing.
Oh yes.
They pull off modern Sherlock Holmes extremely well.
Okay, I will have to check that out. But right now, I'm watching Farscape, and that's going to take me a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to watch Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Farscape's good, by the way. If you like Jim Henson puppets,
I've never seen that. Maybe
It's
I'll
really
watch
good.
that.
It's basically just watch like an episode or two, and you'll be hooked. It's
Nice.
kind of like the same caliber of puppetry we saw in The Dark Crystal. Which, have you guys ever seen that?
Mm, no.
Oh, that's a good movie. I highly recommend that one.
I remember watching Labyrinth a very long time ago.
But the best character, because they're all escaped prisoners living on the run from this military organization called the Peacekeepers. But one of them is a little Yoda type creature who used to be the head of this empire, and he's always talking down to his crewmates. I am Rigel the 16th, Dominar of the Hyrian Empire. And he's always trying to steal their stuff and barter it. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a good show.
Sounds like.
It's on Netflix, so just check it out. I recommend it.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I'll look into it.
Move on to the technologies.
Nice.
So the big story of today, Surface 3 is a thing.
Wait, what's the thing?
Surface 3.
Oh, Surface 3. I saw a little bit of that. I didn't see any of the in-depth specs or anything.
All right, basically, let's put it this way. It's basically Microsoft trying to make an iPad, MacBook Air competitor. First of all, cheaper. And what it does is it has the keyboard case. So basically, you use like a tablet, or you can put the keyboard case and use like a regular computer. So essentially, you're getting like the iPad and a Windows laptop in one.
Yeah, I always liked the Surfaces.
And it's smaller than a Mac. Well, it's got a 12-inch screen, and it weighs less than a MacBook Air.
Oh, damn.
So Microsoft just upped its game. Like
They
took
needed
all-
to. They needed to up their game.
They took all the complaints from Surface 2 and like just fixed it. It's available in the Core 3, 5, or 7 varieties, up to 8 gigs of RAM, up to a 512 flash memory, and that's gigabytes flash hard drive. So yeah.
Another news, YouTube, aka Google, bought Twitch.
Hooray! That is a good thing. The more they have, the more they can better serve the customers. They can better serve the YouTube customers and the
Right.
Twitch customers. And such an organization is one I would very much like to work for and would never disparage in any way possible.
Frank.
I don't have an opinion about this. I see no problem with it, really. I mean, YouTube needs live streaming. That works.
You know they're gonna play this podcast when you come for your Google interview.
I believe you called us the devil, and
I fucking hate them, so it don't matter to me.
In episode 7, you went on a 15-minute rant against our policies, and
What else? If you're a fan of technology, they did the Michael Jackson hologram, which simultaneously made people like happy and creeped people out. This is the first time I saw it. It actually, for the first time, made me feel like I'm living in the future where we have fucking holograms. And I liked on Twitter, someone's like, how could Michael Jackson be performing? He's literally dead. And then someone else did, oh my god, Thriller was real. He's coming back to lead an army of the dead.
and he's gonna have Tupac on his side. He's gonna have
Notorious B.I.G.
What's his
Frank
name?
Sinatra,
Yes, that's his name.
Elvis.
Billy
And
Man.
this Michael Jackson one was alright, but I saw the hologram one they did on American Idol when they did fucking Elvis, and that was like 6 times better than the Michael Jackson one. It actually looked like he was standing there.
My coworker said they didn't get they didn't get Michael Jackson's face right, and then I said, well, he couldn't even get his face right. But he's dead, and I just made fun of him because I'm not a good person.
I mean, really, how could he get his face right when he had so many fucking plastic surgeries? Which face did you try to go for?
Apparently, his autopsy report said he had no nose and barely any hair. Everything he had like a wig or something. But
that's sad. He needed help. But the problem is when you're famous like that, people are afraid to say, "Hey, stop this! You need help."
Mm-hmm.
It's like George Lucas syndrome times a billion.
It's what if George Lucas, instead of like wanting to butcher the prequels by making it terrible, decided to augment his body?
Butcher himself! Oh my god!
Because he's not perfect enough. What if he wanted to literally become the green screen?
You know, can we link everything to George Lucas's butchering of Star Wars?
The man lost his mind, and it's because no one told him fucking no.
I think we've talked about this once almost every episode.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. The man lost his fucking mind. I'm glad he doesn't have it anymore.
And I agree. And we've said all that needs to be said on this.
I know. I got nothing else for tech.
I
heard a couple interesting advancements in medical technology recently.
Yes?
Like, did you hear about the... I forget who it was. I think it was Swedish developers that developed this cast that works with 3D printing and kind of sound therapy. Like, have you heard of that? How using ultrasound pulses can speed the recovery rate of broken bones?
I have not heard of that, but that sounds very interesting. You have to link me an article or something.
I'll see what I can find. But these designers in Sweden came up with a program for 3D printing where you scan the broken body part like your wrist, and it prints out a custom-made latticework cast that can hook up directly to one of those machines. So not only does the cast, serve a cast job of keeping the broken bone in place, but since it's latticework, it can breathe and won't be all stanky, and it works with the therapy to speed the healing process. Also, there is a new prosthetic limb that is in the process of being approved that has much finer control over the amount of strength used in it.
Uh-huh.
And like in a demonstration, it was able to pick up eggs and move them from one carton to another without breaking them.
We did ask for this.
Oh, we asked for this a long time ago. It's only a matter of time before we can attain immortality by mapping our brains onto robots.
Yay!
I'd do it.
I'd rather like a Max Steel kind of thing where the nanites are injected into me. You guys remember that show? Max Steel?
Sounds familiar.
Where he was injected with like nanomachines and he'd go all green and he'd like punch people. And that's about all I remember because it was kind of a crappy show.
Sounds like the Hulk meets Senator Armstrong.
And his friend had a weird haircut and glasses, and he always wore Hawaiian shirts, and he was like good at computers. And
still sounds familiar.
They put it. And, he'd have to recharge by going in one of those gyro things at space camp and being bathed in like a glowy green light.
Are you sure you're not just mashing a whole bunch of different shit together?
No, Max Steel was a thing. I remember it.
And throwing in Armax for good measure.
And he was playing a video game with one dude, and he was playing as the big sumo wrestler, but he kept on being beaten by the small like grasshopper with a cane. And at the end of the episode, he learned a lesson that
was it a shitty CG show?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
On YouTube. I don't think I've ever watched this because it looked like shit. But yes, now I remember. Now that I see it.
Like I didn't watch a lot of like I didn't watch like Goof Troop. I didn't watch a lot of the well known shows from that era. I watched stuff like Max Steel and Mummies Alive.
Did you watch Reboot at least?
Yes, I watched Reboot. Nobody I know remembers Mummies Alive.
That sounds familiar too.
It was a bunch of mummies.
Was that a cartoon show about mummies?
Yes, and they had a car called the Hot Ra.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
That sounds pretty cool.
That used to be on before Extreme Ghostbusters when they had to make the Ghostbusters 90s.
Yes, I remember that too. What was it? Was it Doppel?
Yeah, I think I remember this show.
Yes.
I do remember Extreme Ghostbusters though.
I definitely remember Extreme Ghostbusters. You had like the one goth girl, and you had laid back guy with red hair.
Then you had the one that was in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
which I don't know would have been a good idea because they have those proton packs. So if you turned it on, wouldn't he go flying backwards unless you put the brakes on it? Or
I don't know. Okay. Anything else for tech?
no, I can't think of anything.
Okay, then moving on to the video games. I played through Ubisoft's Child of Light over the weekend and last week.
I had the demo for that. I was playing it earlier.
That is a great ass game, especially if you play it on hard mode.
I just see. I don't know if I like the combat. I think they could. Is there a way to speed it up and make it a little faster?
Are you on hard mode?
No.
Go on hard mode. Some of like once you get to the bosses, they get ridiculously fast. Especially the last boss. That was just insane.
Yeah, because I was playing on the demo. It seems like every time the fights are drug out longer than they need to be.
No, that's not what I experienced.
All right, so it must not be the final product I got, because I was just playing the normal levels. I like it because they speak like they're in a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, and everything's in rhyme, and it gets even more Shakespearean. It's not a superficial like fairy tale. It does get deeper as the story progresses, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the watercolor backgrounds. I enjoyed the music.
It's very nice.
The characters were great. I love the characters. You have two circus performer siblings. One's a singer who can't sing, and one's a comedian who's always depressed.
Yes.
It's like Tristis and Rubella. And you got a dwarf mage. Actually, they're kind of like opposite dwarves. Because instead of drinking, they smoke all the time. They smoke pipes. And he
Pretty dwarfy to me.
Yeah, it's a good game. I highly recommend it.
That's good to know.
And if you get it, play it on hard mode.
Alright.
That's what I should say for every Ubisoft game. To make it fun, play it on hard mode.
I didn't get the chance to play much this week because I got called in for an ass load of work over the past week.
Making that paper.
Making the paper. But I started a new game in Dark Souls 2, and I'm going to do this entire run in the Covenant of Champions. What the Covenant does is it makes your attacks weaker, makes enemies hit harder, and this one's the real ringer. No co-op, but you are put much higher in the priority for invasion.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You can't even summon NPCs, which I learned when I tried to fight the last giant.
Good luck.
Yeah, I beat Last Giant and Dragon Rider. I'm up to Ornstein now, and he's been giving me a lot of trouble, mainly because even after Dark Souls 1, I'm still shit at dodging his spears. But yeah, it's certainly providing It's not that much different. It doesn't change up gameplay that much. Really, just the lack of co-op is the biggest thing. Because I would always, throw down my summon sign before fighting a boss, even if I was going to go in solo, just so I would be in human form afterwards. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I'll have to see if I can actually make it through, and then get that sweet ring, which makes my fisticuffs godlike.
Okay, let's see. Anything else I have for video games? My brother just got Drakengard 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that good?
He has not. It's still updating.
Okay.
I got it, but I'm gonna wait to Watch Dogs after I get Watch Dogs to play it.
I'm gonna wait on Watch Dogs. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna get it because why not?
I'm gonna get it because A, it's a PS4 game, and B, everything I've seen about that game is great.
Okay, I'll look on more and decide later. Cause I still have time to pre-order it for first day.
Yeah.
I've been playing Mercenary Kings, and it's from the people who made the Scott Pilgrim game.
Oh,
You're a group of. It was for free last month on the PlayStation 4 network.
oh, isn't Skullgirls free on some kind
Oh
of
yeah,
PS
it's on
Plus?
PS3.
You should get it. You
I
should go-
downloaded that.
I should and I'll download that too so I can play on it.
Yeah. I'll grab it.
We'll play each other on it. Be warned. I'm pretty good at it.
Oh yeah.
I have it on Steam.
Yeah, me too. It's quite a bit of fun.
I love
good,
Big
you
Ben
play
so much. I love Big Ben so much, especially because he does quotes from like Cowboy Bebop and Big O.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things is one of his victory animations. Is when he rockets off, he goes, "I must go. My planet needs me."
We have come to terms.
The world is full of obvious things.
He's steampunk RoboCop. How could
It's
you?
amazing.
He's musical steampunk RoboCop, and he plays bagpipes to do super moves.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you have a fight stick, doing the bagpipes is like the easiest thing in the world.
I wish I could do it.
Yeah, but it's a good. I like the character, and I think they added the April Fool's character now.
Oh nice.
April Fool's
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, for
What?
April Fool's, they released a recolor calling it a new character, making fun of Street Fighter. And their big announcement of Cammy's clone, Decker something. That disappointed me. I was expecting something awesome out of Street Fighter, and I was disappointed.
I would have expected for an April Fool's character they would have just released Peacock again.
I love Peacock.
No, everyone is Peacock for a day.
She's my favorite character. I love her story mode, the personality. The thing is, I love like Looney Tunes.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. I love her story mode as well. It's just
Fighting her.
fighting her. And it's the worst when you play a slow character like Big Ben, because it's just like, no, I'm just gonna get you. Just stop dropping things on me.
Big Ben can. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh Minecraft now has hosted servers worldwide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just released it. In North America, you pay 13 a month. Apparently, they give you a hosted server. So, apparently, it's going worldwide.
We
Or
should
they
all
say.
join a Minecraft server. Like what they did in the Netherlands. Somebody made the
What did
Netherlands in Minecraft, and Americans invaded it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They planted
it's
American
like-
flags and blew stuff up.
It was Denmark.
That's funny. Even though it's kind of dumb, but it's still funny. Anything else in video games?
Halo 5 got announced.
Wonderful. Didn't they already announce that? Wait, was
Nope.
Halo 4 even out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Halo 4 came out a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Well, yeah, they had like Halo 3, then ODST, Reach, then 4, and now they're in 5.
The last one I played was Reach.
Last one I played was ODST, I think.
Last time
ODST.
I played was 3 when you flashbanged me at SetsuCon.
That was. Oh, you still remember that? Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed.
I saw
Especially since
you.
I was winning.
I saw you lining up a shot with your sniper rifle, and I just threw the flashbang. And then I killed you with a battle rifle.
Oh, my most hated gun in that fucking game. I hate the battle rifle.
Why?
I could never use it right.
I love the battle rifle. It's one of my favorite weapons because I always seem to go on crazy murder sprees with it.
Spartan laser's the best because you can kill somebody across the map.
I wish I was good with the Spartan laser.
I was pretty good with it.
I'm trying to remember what my favorite gun was. I can't remember. It's been ages since I've played like even Halo 2.
Well, my favorite Halo weapon all time, Halo 1 pistol.
Hmm.
Halo 1 human pistol is still the best Halo weapon, and it shall never be topped.
What made it so good?
It was basically a Desert Eagle, but because you were a Spartan, you can fire it really fast, and you can zoom in with it.
Hmm.
So it was essentially a rapid-fire, almost kind of sniper rifle.
Hmm.
Just think the battle rifle with you can fire more shots with it and faster.
I like the sound of that.
Basically, if every 3 bursts from a battle rifle was 1 bullet, boom, 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 that's how it was, and it was loads of fun.
I'm kind of excited for Destiny.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I cannot wait until September. It's gonna be one of the good reasons to have a next gen console.
You're
We're
gonna
all gonna
tell me
play
how it
Destiny. We're gonna yell at each other.
I can't wait for next Friday when we all play Super Mario or Mario
Oh,
Kart.
yeah.
We need to like schedule something.
I
all
am
be-
free Friday night after 5 o'clock.
It's gonna be like the V picture Friday night.
You know what
MF.
pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off? They didn't do the Calamari Desert again.
Oh,
I want a remake. I hate DLC normally, but I will throw all types of money at Nintendo if they will give me the Calamari Desert and at least fucking block for it or fix the battle mode.
Nintendo's gonna make so much money off DLC.
That's what I said. I'm like, I just want you to give me Calamari Desert and give me fucking block for it so I can do battle mode in, and I'll be happy.
All you have to do is like release every like 3-4 months a 4-track pack for like $10, and they will make it kill you.
Hmm.
Nintendo's not gonna do 10. They're gonna do like 5. Their DLC is very reasonably priced.
Yeah, it's because they want everyone the.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like I said,
You need to set a time up so we can Skype because you can talk to each other, but you just can't talk to each other during a race. It's only
Yeah.
in a lobby. Because I guess the Nintendo wants to keep it family friendly.
To be fair, I don't want my kid listening to Weedmaster 420 talk about. I mean, if I had a child, I would not want him listening to Weedmaster 420.
They have the nicest online community because they police it like you wouldn't believe.
oh, I know.
Everything is like it's like I'm running around a meadow full of sunshine and rainbows. I'm just not used to it. It's like that Penny Arcade comic. Did you see that when they talked about
How nice
how nice everyone was?
I love Penny Arcade. Oh my god.
And I'm like, I'm just not. I'm so accustomed to everyone being a scumlord that I didn't know what to do.
I
Everyone's
know.
agreeing with one another and they're friendly and
It's like, what is this?
It's like in that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy's dad was the dictator of the world. Everyone be happy. Or else.
Apparently it's working though.
I enjoy it. I don't mind it. It's
Can't,
not like
can't argue with success.
it's not like it's the internet. It's Nintendo's basically thing. They're allowed to police whatever however they want to police.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm surprised they're doing as good of a job as they're doing.
Oh, they must hire like people around the clock for that.
Yeah.
Imagine having that job.
That'd be a dream job of mine. Just read those posters, looking for bad content.
You didn't end that thing with the smiley emoticon. You're getting banned.
You're gonna ban people for not tagging the spoilers.
Yeah, you need to be the Nintendo nice police. I'm Officer Smiley.
And you don't conform to my rules, so I guess you're just not playing your video games, are you?
You don't want to have the villager come visit you.
Why are you not smiling? You must smile here.
Hmm?
You must smile. Everyone should smile.
Well, I got nothing else.
Hey, let's move on to the
One
final
quick
section.
thing.
What?
One quick just announcement. If
Yes.
you have a platinum status on Club Nintendo, check your email because they're giving betas of that Tomodachi Life or whatever it's called.
Oh, I need to update. I need to upload all my stuff to Club Nintendo.
Yeah, I think they already gave the betas away, but if you have platinum, like as of right now, there's a chance you might have got a beta for that Tomodachi Life.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'm definitely getting that one.
I don't know if I'm going to make platinum this year. I'm really pissed because I had enough points to get that nice Luigi's Mansion statue, but I didn't know that was coming out. I'm like, what am I going to use my points on? I'll get these limited Legend of Zelda posters, and no sooner did I buy the fucking posters and they arrive at my house and the goddamn Luigi statue gets revealed. I'm like, son of a bitch. I swear they do it on purpose.
Alright, moving on to the final section. Who is first?
I have really nothing.
I don't have much either.
Ah,
I'm afraid.
yeah, I don't have anything.
yeah.
Like I said, I've been working a lot, so I haven't done anything exciting.
I'm excited about the D&D game.
Me too. I can't fucking wait.
I mean, it's like I haven't, and this will, and if I do, if this does go well, and I like roll, I almost said 420, roll 20.
I like 420.
I'm gonna keep on doing it.
420 plays a faggot.
But I will run other games, even like one-shot things, like Don't Rest Your Head or something.
What else could Roll20 be adapted to?
Anything that uses dice, really.
So we could play Rogue Trader.
We could play Rogue Trader.
Could trade them rogues.
We could play Rogue Trader. We could play Don't Rest Your Head. I have the Marvel tabletop, which I have never played yet.
I don't know Marvel at a tabletop.
Yeah, they do. It's out of print, I think, but I have a copy.
I should go to my local comic shop back in Pennsylvania and buy the Helsing Ultimate role-playing game. No, it's the Helsing role-playing tabletop.
Isn't that like the Big Eyes Small Mouth, like the tri-set system?
Don't know. I'd have to actually see it, but I know my comic shop has it.
I could also run a tri-stat game, which I tried to run before.
I played one of those.
Were you there when we played it with Bobby?
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a post-apocalyptic tri-stat game, and I played a gentleman junk golem.
Huh.
And our best friend in the whole wide world was like a a robot who hated mutants. We also had a psychic lizard. It was really cool. We had everything.
That sounds fun.
Well, yeah, the thing about Tristat is you basically, they give you just the stats and you can make up everything else. Like, all the powers are kind of vague. If you're not making your characters almost godlike, then you're not playing it right. It's kind of like Exalted, but not broken.
Did you say they were redoing Exalted?
I think they are. I think White Wolf is.
Yeah, if they do, I'll need to buy a copy of that.
I will buy Exalted.
I wanted to try it because I used to have the old manual for it, but like I said, Weasel told me that it gets to a point where you're rolling like 30 dice.
Yeah, I heard it does get ridiculous.
So I'm like, that's the thing that kind of turned me off from it.
Yeah.
He says it's fun while it lasts, but then it gets to be a little ridiculous.
I mean, I don't mind, if you roll like 5 or 6 dice, or maybe 10 if you're crazy, but not 30.
Well, when we're on roll 20, we could rolling 30 dice becomes no issue.
They could make me type in a 30-string formula.
You mean roll 30 d10?
Or whatever.
This is true.
There's a reason why I'm a file clerk.
Wait, were you gonna go roll d10? D10 enter. D10 enter. Are you gonna do d10 plus d10 plus d10?
I know what I'm gonna do. I should open a plane to the Bartleby universe and make anyone I throw in there a Scrivener, so they can know the bleakness that is the work of a file clerk.
That'll do psychic damage.
I get letters that I look at and I say I'd rather not and pass on to the next person. Because there was a drawing schematic. There was this letter full of schematics, and there was like 150 of them, and I would have had to input them by hand. So I looked at it and said I'd rather not, and just ignored it until someone else picked it up.
Oh my god.
Because I don't want to sit there and type in it would take for fucking ever. And it took that person forever. It took the better part of the morning.
Alright, anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you all for joining me here. And everyone have a good night.